This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, thank you for joining. So today we are going to discuss about SCD types, slowly changing dimension. It's a very powerful concept in ETL. We can say directly it's hard for ETL. This concept will help us to understand entire flow while loading from OLTP to OLAP system. So I hope you are clear about all the questions which I have given for ETL concepts, right? So what do you mean by slowly changing dimension? It is also one type of dimension, but what do you mean exactly here? Now we can just go and understand about the process of here. Now there is rank and there is salary and there is address and there is pin code. Okay, now these all columns will be changes, right? These all column will be changes. Okay, you take simple example, designation. Okay, so designation is a dim column. Okay, dimension column here. Now today is a software engineer. Tomorrow you will become senior software engineer. After 2 years you will become a test lead, and also after 2-3 years again you will become a delivery manager. His position is changing, right? But not fast, slowly. Certain time, that there is no specific time, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after 1 month, after 6 months, after 1 year. We don't have any specific time. That's why over the period of time we can call it as. Got my point? Over the period of time, that time may be in the future, any time. So here the dimension column, which is going to change over the period of time, is called slowly changing dimension. Remember once again, the dimension column, which is going to change over the period of time, is called slowly changing dimension. Are you clear on this definition? All of you. Very, very important. We have 2 classes for this to understand more better. If you understand this concept, you are almost done for ETL flow and ETL functionality. Come on. Clear? What is that? The dimension column, which is going to change over the period of time, is called slowly changing dimension. Are you clear for this? Are you getting my voice right? So we can start in interview preparation classes also. I can help you for the people who are dedicated. Okay. Then here a dimension column which is going to change over the period of time is called slowly changing dimension. You can go and search in Google. This definition will not be available anywhere. Got my point? It's our own definitions here. So here you can see name, designation, salary, company is there. So Arjun, senior software engineer, Wipro. Mani, senior software engineer, Infosys. So Arjun is changed some definitions like senior software engineer, some point of time, maybe 1 year later or 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later. Doesn't matter for that. Some changes happen in over the period of time is called slowly changing dimension. This is the powerful concept. So we have three types of slowly changing dimensions. So understand my question very carefully. Can you please explain different types of dimensions in ETL? Can you please explain how many types of SCDs will be there? How many types of slowly changing dimensions will be there? All same. We can call it as slowly changing dimension type 1, slowly changing dimension type 2, slowly changing dimension type 3. Or some people will call it as type 1 dimension, type 2 dimension, type 3 dimension. So all the thing will be same. So how many types of dimensions can you please type in the chat box? All of you. All of you. Three dimensions, right? What are the dimension? SCD type 1, SCD type 2, SCD type 3. Clear. Okay. Coming to the point. So what ETL developer will do whenever we are loading from source to target, or we are loading target to source, what we are doing? Source to target only, right? So at any one of the SCD, they have to use it. They may use SCD1, they may use SCD2, they may use SCD3, depends on their requirement. If you want to generate the flow from source to target inside the process, any one of the SCD is very important. That SCD may be 1, 2, 3, depends on the requirement. Now, sir, after discussing about SCD1, SCD2, SCD3, you will tell which SCD is most favor for the companies. You guys only decided. Okay. First, you can go with the SCD type 1 implementation. What do you mean by SCD type 1? What do you mean by SCD type 1? So read the definition carefully. It will store current data only and does not store historical information. Okay. What is happening there? It is storing only current data only, active records, and does not store historical information, and only one active record for one customer. That is important here. Only one record for one customer. If I have 50 customers, 50 records only. Okay. If we have 1 crore records, 1 crore records only. 1 crore customers, 1 crore only. For example, if you go to bank transactions, now what will happen? Last withdrawal. When you have drawn the money, that record is the last withdrawal. Okay. That is the latest and current, or current record. That is the last and current record we will store with. You have done so many withdrawals, but we are not storing that. We are storing only latest withdrawal. Got my point? And last recharge. Okay. If it is a telecom department, telecom, last recharge, that is the latest or current record. If you go for e-commerce, then last order, that is the last order. You can say latest or current record, e-commerce related thing. And if you see like healthcare, you can say last visit for the patient, that is the latest or current record. You take n number of things. Last purchase, okay, last, everything is the transaction which you have done. We can call it as current records. Okay, even if you go for employee management, the last salary, that is latest or current record. Hope you are clear about what do you mean by current record or latest record. In the chat box, everybody, all of you. Yes. So we will maintain one record for one customer in SCD type 1 implementation. Now you can see this, guys. Okay. We have a source. Okay. Example, name, network, and recharge date and recharge amount. Uma, BSNL, 12th August 2023. Arjun, Geo, 15th September 899. Mani and Uma. Now can you please tell me, if I am loading from source to target, how many records will be loaded through SCD type 1 implementation? How many records will be loaded here? I have 4 records. How many records will be loaded here in the target? If I am using SCD type 1 implementation, one customer for one record. Uma, 2 records will be there. Arjun, Mani, okay. These two are not duplicates, so only one record. Now Uma, 2 records will be there. Which is the latest record here? 12th August is the latest or 12th September is the latest? That record will be loaded. Yes, 3 records will be loaded. Because this is a old record. Why we are going to do? Which is the latest and current record? So into Uma, and 12th August is one recharge and 12th September is recent recharge. So this record will be loaded. Got my point? You are clear about this? So you can see here in SCD type 1 implementation, Arjun Geo okay, Mani ATL okay, and Uma BSNL 12th September 2023 499 record will be loaded. That is what we need to load the data in SCD type 1 implementation. So what is the definition of this? It will store current data only, does not store historical information, and only one active record for one customer. Hope you are clear about SCD type 1, all of you. Good. Okay, now coming to the point. SCD type 1 is, you can say, even if you take something like money 12/3/2023 5,000, Deva, Uma, money, Uma, Giri, Siri, money. Now out of this OLTP we have a source, and while loading the data, and we are loading into only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 customers, 5 records will be there. We have 5 customers, but many records will be there. So out of which is the latest? This 3 money is there. 12/3, 25/3, 26/3. So which is the latest? Money 26 is the latest. And Deva, 1 record. Uma, 2 records. 21st and 28. 28 is the latest record. Then we are loading Deva, Uma, Mani, Siri, and these are the understanding about while loading the data from OLTP to OLAP system. That is SCD type 1 implementation. If I am asking one question, how many records will be there for each customer in SCD type 1 implementation? How many records will be there? Can you please tell me? How many records will be there? Yes, you are right. Only one record is there. Okay, good. Now coming to SCD type 2 implementation. Okay, so read the definition again. It will store full historical data along with current data in the target system while moving the data from OLTP system to OLAP system with implementation of SCD type 2 process. You have to by heart it this one. Okay, because this question is guarantee. Can you please explain SCD type 2 process? It will store full historical data along with the current data in the target system while moving the data from OLTP system to OLAP system with implementation of type 2 process. What is, can you please like split it here? It will store full historical data means along with current data. So it is current data, complete history also in the target while loading the data while you are moving from OLTP to OLAP using implementation of SCD type 2, slowly changing dimension type 2 implementation. What is the main definition here? For every update in OLTP means in the source, there will be a new insert record is happening in OLAP. This is the powerful analysis here. For every update in OLTP, there will be a new record insert happen in the OLAP. This is also called as upsert process, update and insert process, update and insert process. For every update in OLTP, and there will be a new insert record in OLAP. Okay. So here, for every update in OLTP, there will be a new insert is happening in OLAP. This is also called as upsert process, update and insert. So let me take, in OLTP I have 3 records. Okay, name and salary, Arjun, Mani, Gopi. So we have not changes anything, we are loading. So it will load first 3 records. Okay, just for understanding. Okay, 3 records only in OLAP. Because I am not changing anything, I am whatever I am loading this first time, that is initial load. Okay, now something will happen when it changes here. My salary is increment like 5,000, Gopi, okay, that is the first record. Now in OLAP, what is happening here? Now whenever we are using SCD type 2 process, we are getting extra populated columns. Extra populated columns. What are the extra populated columns? First column, surrogate key, effective start date, effective end date, active flag, and version number. Okay, we are getting extra populated columns when we are using SCD type 2 implementation in target. In target, we are going to get these 5 columns. What is that? Surrogate key, effective start date, effective end date, active flag, version number. Now guys, here I have 3 records. One record is updated. So total in OLAP, how many records will be there? By understanding today's definition, how many records will be loaded? 3 records, actual records, 1 record is updated record. Total how many records will be loaded in the target? How many records will be loaded in the target? Come on. So 3 records already is there, and also for every update in OLTP and there will be a new insert is happening or not. That is OLAP. So one more record is 5000 which is updated here inserted. Total 4 records will be, yes, 4 records will be loaded. Okay, let me take all out here. Okay, now one more important, whenever we are using SCD type 2 implementation, what are the extra columns you guys are getting? You guys are using. You tell that surrogate key, effective start date, effective end date, active flag, and version number. These are the 5 columns we usually get when we are using SCD type 2 implementation. So how it is going to do? Let's see. So first one OLTP, 3 records will be there, right? What is the first? Surrogate key means what? It is auto sequence number. It is generated auto sequence number is known as surrogate key, but this surrogate key will use in OLAP only, not in OLTP. Okay, not in OLTP, only in OLAP we use surrogate key. Surrogate key is nothing but it is a auto sequence number. That's it. Okay, so first I am taking here and I am taking Arjun. Name is Arjun and the salary will be 3000. First record I am taking. Leave about after updation. Okay, let me stop this first. Okay, effective start date means when the record is inserted in the target. Suppose this record is inserted 22 or you can say 10th 22/10/2023. Effective end date. Effective end date is there is no effective end date, null. First of all, keep like that. Okay. Active flag is Y. Yes means you can tell that that is the active flag. Version number is 1.0. That is the first record. What is the second record here? Then again 4000 again money. Salary will be 4000. This record when it is loaded, that time we can call it as in the target, that is effective effective start date. End date is not there because still this record is active. Still there is no update. That's why it is happening. So again 1.0. Okay, third, what is the record here? Gopi. So what is the salary? 7000. And then here 25th 10 2023 null. This record is yes 1.0. Now these are the three records. Because we don't have any update, we are using SCD type 2. SCD type 2 process. So we have done that, and we got extra populated columns. When the record is auto sequence number, yes, surrogate key, effective start date, when the record is inserted in the target, that date is there. Effective end date, there is no end date here because still the salaries are getting same. And active flag means it is active or not, why or no, yes or no. So if it is active record, yes will come. If it is no, that is n will be populated. Or you can mention 1 comma 0. 1 is active and 0 is not active. You can say that version number is 1.0. Now something we got update here, where you can say 5000. Now for every update there is a new record is insert happening or not? Yes. So that means for which record is updated? Arjun. What is the salary is getting? 5000. When the record is inserted? 20 or 24th. Yesterday it was updated. Suppose, or you can say 26 today only you can update 2023. Still this is null, and here y, okay, and this is 1.0. You can tell that. Now I have load, before loading it is updating, still not loaded, okay. Arjun will be there, and both are active record. How can you say that both are active record? Only one active record, right? Now which is the latest record here? 22 or 26? So this is the latest record. Fourth one is the latest record. So first of all, we don't populate any null value in the target system. If you see anywhere null value, that is a bug actually. We don't prefer null values in OLAP in the target. So for that we have, so in OLAP we should not populate null values. If it is a number, if you want to populate null value, you should mention 99 or -1. That it's your wish. Whenever varchar2 column, if you want to populate null values, you should use hash value. Hash represent null value only. If you read the documentation. Date also, if you want to pass the null value, and you can pass the default date 12/31/9999 is the default date. So which means we should not populate null values anywhere in the target in OLAP. I'm telling you, okay? So if you find anywhere, that is bug. Now this is a effective end date. Date is, this is a date column. What is the default date? 12/31/9999 will be there. Let's suppose 12/31/9999 will be there. So we can say 12/31/9999 is the null value only. Okay, we need to understand that. So it will mention the documentation also. If you read it, don't worry. Okay. Now here you understand. Now you understand. Even though we updated effective end date here, now 12/31, 12/31 both are active records. Arjun and Arjun. So which is the latest record now? This is the latest record. We can keep same because we don't have any effective end date. But this record, which is a previous record, its old date is presented. So how can you populate the effective end date of old record? Means you can see this is auto sequence number for generating the unique sequence value in the OLAP tables. Effective start date means here the effective start date is nothing but which date the row or record is inserted into the OLAP tables or target, that is effective start date. Effective end date means current record of effective start date minus 1 is previous record of effective end date. That is the analysis here. Effective start date, suppose 27 September 2023. Previous record of effective end date is 27. Current record, effective start date current record F 27 September 2023 minus 1 will be 26 September 2023. That means effective start date minus 1 will be previous record of effective end date. So here this is the effective end date. What is the current record of effective start date? Minus 1. That means 26/10/2023 minus 1. You can say 25/10/2023 because this is the active record. 26 is the active record. This is active record is previous record is validity effective start date is 2022 onwards, effective end date is 2020. From 26 onwards, this is a new record. So that means when you are updating effective end date, this active flag also updated, that is N. So now tell me how many how many current records will be there? How many current records will be there? 3 current records will be there. These are the 3 current records. And old record is also there. That is what you can say, complete historical information. Suppose Gopi is also updated to 9000. Okay, what will happen here? You can see. So for every update, there is a new insert is happening in SCD type 3. S5, then again Gopi, and is updated to 90,000, and it was updated 27/10/2023. Effective start date, effective end date is still not there. That's why we can use default date. Okay, and then you can say active flag also, active flag, that is Y. Okay, and you can say 1.0. Okay, now both are, now Gopi 2 records are active. One is Gopi and 7000, Gopi 9000. Gopi 9000 is the latest. We can keep same here. And Gopi 7000 is the old record. So old record of effective end date is still, it is null only. Now what you need to do? Gopi record, Gopi current record of effective start date minus 1 will be populated as old record of Gopi effective end date. So here what you can say, 27/10 minus 2023 is 26/10/2023. Okay, this is what we need to understand. And here it will populate like N. Okay, so clear about this? This is where you can understand, effective start date, effective end date. You need to know complete model. Each model has different number. That is okay, leave about it. So if you want to validate, in source column null is there 34. In target, phone number is null, but we'll maintain phone number, right? 99, 34. So 34 records will have 99. Then only it will matches. Okay. Same thing you can understand. You can take one more example if you want. Okay. Later you can do the practice. Okay. I'm sharing to you. Just pen and paper. You can take it and do it. How it is populating with the designation. Okay. So that is where you can understand SCD type 2 implementation. Okay. Clear everybody? SCD type 2 implementation. Complete history we will maintain. We don't miss even single record. That's why SCD type 2 is having all the data. Okay. We will not miss even single transaction from the beginning. Okay. Now we have SCD type 3. It will store current record and partial history in data in the target. So it will maintain only partial history. It will maintain partial history, not with the complete history. But in SCD type 3, column data will increase in the target system. New record will not populate. New record will not populate. Okay. You got my point? You got my point here? In SCD type 3, column data will increase in the target. So here, new column will be populated in SCD type 3 implementation in ETL process. There is no extra record for every update. So there will not, extra record is not updated. New column will be populated in SCD type 3. So in SCD type 3, new record will be populated. Sorry, in SCD type 2, new record will be populated. In SCD type 3, new column will be populated. Please don't confuse them. Okay. So here you can understand. And I have ID, name, amount. Okay. So these are the two columns. Take only one record. So ID you can take 102, name Arjun, amount will be 3000. Okay. So there are two columns. When you are classifying amount means you will have current amount and previous amount. If you have salary, current salary, previous salary. If you have a designation, current designation and previous designation. So current and previous will be populated in SCD type 3. That's it. They will be more satisfied if we explain like that. So 102, name is Arjun and current is 3000 and previous we don't have, right? Null. Can we pass null value? No, we should maintain 99. Now what happened? It's updated. Okay. Arjun's salary amount is updated to 8000. Now what will happen? We cannot get 102 record again. No. This record only updated 102 Arjun. Current amount is 8000. Previous amount is 3000. Got my point? Now it's updated to 11,000. Okay. Again, this record is 102 Arjun. Now here 11,000. And here previous amount will be 8,000. And here we will not show 3000 record. That means we are not maintaining complete historical information. We are maintaining only partial history. Partial history here. It will store current record. Current record is there. 11,000 is the current record. And 8,000 is the previous record. And old previous record is not there because we will not maintain the complete history. We will maintain only in SCD type 2 complete history. Got my point? So SCD type 3, it will store current record and partial history data in the target. In SCD type 3, column data will be increased in the target system. So here new column will be populated in the SCD type 3 process implementation. In ETL process, there is no extra record for every update. Okay. Even if you see, you can say serial number, let's say name and designation you can take. Now serial number is 10 or you can say 110. Name is Uma, designation is HR. Now in OL target, what will happen? Serial number, name, current designation and previous designation. That's it. Now 110, name Uma, current designation is HR, previous designation is null, nothing is there. That's why we'll maintain with the hash value. Okay. Now again, Uma is updated to senior HR. Okay. Now 110, Uma, here senior HR, previous designation is HR. Okay. Now she promoted to CEO. Okay. Now Uma, current designation is CEO and previous designation is senior HR. we don't have HR information because we will not maintain the complete history. We will maintain only partial history in the target system with extra populated column will be generated. That is what SCD type 3. Hope you are clear about SCD type 3, all of you. So this class you should listen 2 times. You should listen 2 times because this is more understanding is required. Okay. So now you can go and understand like something like whatever you want to do, you can update. But just I am telling you very clear explanation about the process. Okay. What are the schemas? Difference between star schema, snowflake schema, star schema, okay, dim table. So what is SCD? Slowly changing dimension, not abbreviation. So the dimension column which is going to change over the period of time is called slowly changing dimension. Some people say what is SCD means? Sir, SCD means slowly changing dimension. That is abbreviation. That's not definition, right? So that's why interview people will select. The way you deliver, the way you answer is very important. Everybody knows SCD is important. Now, what is the difference between you and other people to give answer in a unique way? Okay. Types of SCD. What is the difference between SCD and SCD2? What is the difference between SCD2 and SCD3? Powerful questions. Which SCD you guys are using in your current project? Now tell me guys, out of SCD1, SCD2, SCD3, which SCD is more better for analytics, correct doing analytics? Which SCD is better? Just guess it. Which SCD is better? Guess it. Tell me. Type 2. You are rock. Why we are type 2? Because we will maintain entire data. We should not miss one record also. For example, somebody gave 100 transactions of your phone pay. Ask the total amount something like 34,000. But by giving he will give like 99 transaction. Now will you get in incorrect amount or not? Tell me yes or no. If you miss one record also, you will get finally the result is incorrect. That's why we'll maintain SCD type 2 to get every record to get the quality and correct analysis purpose. That's why when they are asking somebody which SCD you guys are using in your current project, you tell that in my project we are using SCD type 2 implementation. Immediately they will ask another question. What is the difference between SCD1 and SCD2 or else types of SCD? Okay, tell me SCD2 implementation. Now they are building. You can tell that new extra populated columns like that you can. Okay. What are the columns will be added in SCD type 2? In type 2, we have surrogate key, effective start date, effective end date, active flag, and version number. What is surrogate key and primary key? Surrogate, very, very powerful question. Surrogate key we use in OLAP, in target, by generating the auto sequence number, that is called surrogate key. Primary key you already know, that is we will use in OLTP, where it doesn't accept the duplicate and null values in the system or table, that is primary key. In SCD type 3, new record will happen or not? Tell me. In SCD type 3, new record will happen or not? Yes or no? Definitely no, right? Because new column will be populated. How will you know active records? Wherever active flag is Y or active flag is 1, so based on the company, then we can call it as those are active records. How can you store default values in OLAP? Default values means what? Wherever you can go like number 99, varchar to hash, default date value 12 31st 9999. These are the default values. Can we pass null values in OLAP? Definitely no. Got my point? Everybody. Sorry. So guys, if you understand what is the difference between OLTP and OLAP, types of loads, types of schemas, okay, types of schemas, and also fact dimension tables, SCD types, and data warehousing questions. In this above concepts, if they are asking 20 questions, 80 questions are coming from this question. Whatever I discussed till now, 85% of the questions will come right now. Now, I don't know how you prepare, how you answer. That is your wish. Okay. So by today, you listen this video 2 times, and after that, you can write the questions and send to me. Okay. Prepare it and send to me. If somebody asks like this one, you have to answer confidently. Okay. Like that, you need to prepare. Clear, everybody? All of you. Good. So this is what SCD type 2 implementation. Listen 2 times. If not get it, I'll help you. Don't worry. Again, I'll take the same class if you needed. Okay. So I will update the manual testing classes timings also today evening. Probably of not, but we'll start 2 classes also. Based on that, we need to complete as soon as possible. Okay, guys. So this is a powerful concept. Hope you just study this and later you can go for other concepts. Okay. That's all, guys. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.